Hey everyone, Jared Gaspy, your local real estate superhero here again, doing our morning gratitudes. A little bit of a later start today. I just got off the phone call with the client, and so that went in for a little bit longer than usual, and that's okay. So I did mention early on, that I always try to do my gratitudes early in the morning, but sometimes they're just going to be a little bit later whenever I have the chance to actually record the video about us talking about them. So rather than starting our day off with gratitudes, at the very least, let's kick off Taco Tuesday with, a little bit of gratefulness as we get into the afternoon. So, got our journal right here. We're going over just, the things that we're grateful for today and kind of focusing on some of the small things. Because, like I said, I always try to start my days off with gratitudes. I was able to get these done earlier in the morning, but it's a good way of being able to start the day. Especially if you're having a bad day or if you're expecting to have a bad day. Sometimes something as small as this is just that little shift that kind of puts you on the right direction. And yeah, I don't know. I get a kick out of doing stuff like this. It makes me feel very good. So let's go. Number one, I put handing over keys. What does that mean? Handing over keys is what it sounds like. No, I just had a deal close yesterday and had the luxury of being able to give those keys over. And that was really cool. I always love that. That's sort of the big high point of everything is the feeling of being able to say, welcome to your new home. It's one of the big things that I try to personally, cherish a lot because it's such a big deal for the people that are involved. And so if I treat it like anything less than a really big deal, then I'm not doing it justice. And so I get really excited whenever I'm able to hand keys over. I don't always have the ability to. Sometimes, you're working with the sellers and you don't see the buyers other than a small handful of times. That totally happens. And that just is its own thing. But whenever I have the ability to, I always try to make sure that I'm not just there, but I make a really fun big deal out of it for their sake because I just have a lot of fun doing it. So that's number one. Number two, I put going randonauting. So basically, what is that? Randonautica is something that my wife and I heard about a week ago, give or take a little bit. I'm not fully sure exactly what it is. It's kind of like, it's a semi, spiritual thing, semi-environmental kind of thing. So basically, you get a random point generated on a map. Like, you get this number that's generated, and they form that in the form of coordinates. So you go wherever that is. The idea is you are supposed to bring a small handful of things. You're supposed to record it. So we'll be doing that, by the way. Look out for it. We're supposed to be recording it. You're supposed to bring a trash bag to help clean up the environment along the way because you don't know what you're going to find. So you try to clean up any kind of garbage or debris that you find. And you're also supposed to start it off by putting in good intentions and what you want to find when you're out there. And so the idea is you go out into this place that you've never been. Usually, I don't know how specific or how actually random this is, but it seems to always be in a place that, people don't live. And so sometimes it's close to that, but you're not like randomly going into just a cul-de-sac trying to find stuff. It's usually just kind of out in the middle of nowhere to a degree. And so it's really fun kind of seeing that, kind of experiencing it. I will let you guys know how it goes, and I'll try to document as much of it as I can because it sounds kind of cool. I'm not really super big into the idea of putting your emotional intentions out there and the universe just shifting to it, but I do affirmations for a very similar reason, and I think it's because doing tasks that are meant to help people, like going out there with a trash bag and cleaning up in random areas, is a really positive thing. And so if you put positive intention for what you want to have happen to you, but you also put positive intention by the actions that you're taking when you go do it, that's just a recipe for something really cool. So I will let you guys know how that goes and hopefully keep you recording and alongside with me the entire way. So number three, I put Don Mayer's restaurant, and then I put right in, quotations, or not quotations, parentheses, I put tacos in with an exclamation mark because that is where we're getting tacos tonight. It is Taco Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. And so my wife and I are going to go get tacos for her birthday month, which it's one of her favorite taco places. It's not the best, but it's probably one of the best for the amount of money that it costs. It's super cheap tacos. They're really good. I've definitely had better tacos, but usually you start getting into deals even on Taco Tuesday. And when it comes to like really, really good authentic tacos, like they end up going like $1.50 and up. And, that's fine. unless you're going to Del Taco or something, like that's totally okay. But these ones are like $1 each, and we get like 20 tacos and just eat them over the course of like 2 hours, which is really bad, but it's fun. I enjoy it. I'm always open to other Taco Tuesday places. So anyone that's watched this far, let me know where you go for Taco Tuesday and if it's something that you think I should try out, because I really will always find a reason to try to eat tacos. So if I have enough of you tell me, hey, you need to try tacos from this place, then I am 100% going to try tacos from most of those places, because I'm just going to have way too much of a reason to. No excuses. So many people are saying I need to try these taco places, so I'm going to go try those taco places. That's how I look at life, is basically finding a reason to go do the thing that I want to do and saying that it's, because other people told me I should. So if I can pretend like you're peer pressuring me into eating tacos, oh, woe is me. I will bite that bullet and I will eat those tacos. So let me know. That's number 3. Number 4, I put how outrageously close Lily and I are. And so Lily's my wife. The reason why I wrote this, just spoiler alert, I'm really weird. She's weirder, which is probably why I fell in love with her. But because of that, we get into really odd situations where like we're just trying to outdo each other in terms of who's weirder. And so, yeah, we kind of got into like a weird farting competition. This makes me sound like I'm 6 years old. That's okay. No, like, cause it's, obviously no one wants to, have anyone fart by them, but our retort to each other farting is to fart back. And so, yeah, it just kind of created its own weird, fart competition. I'm going to move on. That's it though. That's number 4. Number 5 is, upping my affirmations. So, I did mention a little bit with the Randonautica thing, or Randonautica, something. Randonauting that we're going to be doing later. Then, I do a lot of affirmations. So I mentioned it with, whenever I started doing this, I do my gratitudes, my affirmations, my journaling in the morning. I do affirmations every single day. And so what my affirmations are is basically what I want to have happen put in the present tense. And so, late last year, I started putting in that, I love being a 3 closings a month agent. And anyone that talked to me as of last year, I would tell them, I average, 1 to 2 deals a month, and that's okay, and I'm okay with that. And that's not untrue. But as the year has gone through, I've actually gotten pretty busy. And so my 3 deals a month actually ended up happening relatively fast. And so that was phenomenal. And so I changed it to something different, and that's fine, and it's been different for the last few months just because the 3 closings a month became something that was realistic and it was being accomplished, and so there wasn't really a point in doing an affirmation on something that was already not just happening, but had been happening, like it was in the course of its existence. And so it's kind of like saying, I love being a parent, and you aspire to have children, and then you have 3 kids, like at that point, yeah, you do love being a parent, but writing it down every day is not going to bring that into existence. It's not going to shift your mind to, focus on being a parent. You're already a parent. You're already in that thick of it. You're already doing it. So I changed my affirmation. I am now changing it back to something that's very similar, but instead of 3 closings, I'm changing it to 5. I want to become a 5 closings a month agent. I want that to become the norm. I want that to become regular. And so I changed my affirmation to, I love being a 5 closings a month agent. I could go on an entire video on how to formulate and write out an affirmation that would work for you guys. If anyone wants to see that, let me know. But affirmations are a big deal to me. They make a very big impact. I don't think that I would have upped my game as much as I did the beginning of this year if it weren't for the fact that I had started doing those affirmations last year. Because once the situation of 2020 hit, that we're in right now, and all the craziness started to just spiral out of control, a lot of real estate agents sort of took or treated this like a 20-week vacation, and it's not, and it hasn't been, and it definitely hasn't been for me and a good handful of agents. But me and those handful of agents have sort of capitalized on the market as a result of that. And so one of the reasons why I think I started doing so much better at the beginning of the year was because, 1, so many people just treated it like time off, and 2, I was already convincing myself through my affirmations that I can't take time off yet because I'm not done. And people tend to know that about me. I don't stop whenever I'm tired. I stop when I'm finished. And I think my affirmations were the big thing that kept me on course when everyone else decided it was time to make a pit stop. So I very much will stand by affirmations having a positive impact. I'm glad that I'm changing mine and making it a little bit better. And if anyone wants help or an idea or how to go about writing and forming and mastering your own affirmations, let me know, because there are definitely key things that people do get wrong all the time, and they're fascinating to see what happens whenever they go right. So that's it. That's my 5 things that I'm grateful for today. I do apologize for this going up so much later than usual, but I was going to make sure I did it nonetheless, and I'm making sure that I'm doing it, and there's no excuses not to. Even if it's at 11:45 at night, I'm going to make sure that I do this for that day. So at least it's not midnight. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I want to know, my question for you guys could be very much like, what's your affirmations or what do you aspire to be? I actually more so want to go back to the taco conversation. If you guys want to tell me what taco place you appreciate the most and the one that you're the most grateful for, just to keep it on topic, but tell me where to go get tacos, that's fantastic. Please give me ideas on where to find really awesome tacos. That's what I want to end this on. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will talk to you guys later, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye.